You guys loved the moving in vlog so much that I was forced to edit this part 2 as soon as possible. I know there was a bit of delay because I went on a trip, but here it comes. Starting from where we left the previous one, I had to decorate this wall which lies just behind my bed. So I used this golden color cut tape which I ordered from Amazon. I will definitely link all of these products that I'm using in this video in the description box below, so do check it out. Now the next day was the day when I started with the painting of the furniture. I've already uploaded a small short. If you want to see that, you can check it out, but here is a detailed version of how did I paint. So I first of all painted a white acrylic color on the whole of the table, and then I started with this brown color, which is a beautiful brown. I applied 1 to 2 coats depending on different areas to give it a more rustic finish because I felt that is the vibe that I wanted to go with. The whole process of painting all the furniture of my room felt so therapeutic. I was so happy that I'm being able to make changes in my room just the way I want it to be, and I always wanted to paint furniture. This is like my childhood dream कि मुझे अपना रूम अपने अकॉर्डिंग सेट करना एकदम 100% and I want to DIY it, and this is the chance that I got here in this room, and I really love the whole process. मतलब we all have this weird childhood dream na, so this was my childhood dream that I want a space, a house of my own where I'm able to make all the changes according to me, जहाँ पे सब कुछ मेरे according हो, the furniture, the paints. I know this hostel room is a very small version of it and I'm being able to make very less changes, but I really enjoyed this whole process because this was all done by me, for me, and I've believed and I've genuinely felt this, that the kind of vibe that you have in your room really affects your productivity, your mood, the way you're able to do your tasks, and a lot more in your life. My first year room, which was a triple occupancy room, was far away from my vibe because obviously the area I had was really small and it was a temporary room, so I couldn't make a lot of changes, and so I always found out this urge in me to go out and study, maybe to the reading room or to the library or just somewhere else. And one more thing that I really like about my single room is that I have my privacy to do whatever I can. As you know, I'm also a content creator along with being a medical student, so I always have to shoot and I have to do creative things, which I always felt shy about when I used to live in a triple or a double occupancy room, and I always felt that I might be troubling my roommate or something like that. So yeah, this single seater room gives me a lot of leverage to do whatever I want whenever I want. The next day was an OT day in gynae, and I was so excited because one, I have a soft corner for gynae, and number two, because in second year I couldn't attend the gynae postings as much because we had our exams that month. So this was technically my first day in the OT where I saw a long hysterectomy. I was so fascinated by the surgery. We also went to the labor room where we saw 2 normal vaginal deliveries happening. I really wanted to see them and they were so cute babies. After coming back, I wanted to study gynae, so I unboxed these Marrow edition 6.5 notes and I took out the obs and gynae notes. There are new notes for medicine, surgery, pediatrics, and completely brand new notes for forensic medicine. There have been slight changes in other subjects and I really wanted to start gynae and obs afresh because I'm so interested in the subject. The notes are given in a very systematic format and help me a lot while studying. The diagrams, the flowcharts, everything is just so amazing about Marrow notes. I studied about hypertension in pregnancy that day because I'm really fascinated about these words like preeclampsia, eclampsia, and I really wanted to know more about Doing them. My room took me a lot of days, a lot of college days when I used to come back from college and then just start working on the room. This was another day of that sort. I came back from my gynae postings and classes and then I started to peel off this wallpaper and apply it. So this wallpaper is again from Amazon and I'll link it in the description. It was very tricky to apply because there were air bubbles that were coming in between and were hindering the process, and there are also switchboards on this wall and I'm not a professional, so it became really hectic and my arms were so sore 15 minutes into this process. So I used to take breaks. I used to do it for 15 minutes and then I used to do something else, maybe study, and then get back to this. Post which I decided to decorate my wall, which lies just behind my bed where I sleep, and I decorated it with these amazing posters. I applied a double tape behind these posters and applied them. They have beautiful quotes, and all of these posters were a part of my planner ka pura package. These are from Factor Notes and these are really amazing. Post which I was cleaning my window and the doors, only to realize that it wasn't matching the vibe of the room. So I had a little bit of white paint left, so I thought of painting this also because I was feeling really creative on this day. So I painted this whole door as well as the window as much as I could, and halfway through it I was bored, so this is the final turnout. Next day was a chutti day, it was Sunday, so I had planned a lot on this day for the room. I first of all started with cleaning the room, dusting everything around. Then I had my breakfast. I had ordered dosa, a masala dosa. I really loved the flavor, the taste, everything. I was watching it alongside a podcast. Currently I'm in love with watching and listening to podcasts because that's the best form of knowledge that you can gain. देन मैंने अमेज़ॉन से ये ओहो मार्कर्स मंगाए थे. These were what I was waiting for to decorate my wall. So I did a double coat of the paint. ये पहला coat I did on the previous day and I didn't record it because I wasn't sure that if I'm going with this or no. But this was seeming okay. I also decorated the switchboard a bit with the same markers, and I'm currently making this leafy sort of thingy here, and it took me a lot of while to color it in because the markers are really thin and the whole wall is quite huge for them. Once all this was done, I quickly sat down to study because I really love studying gynae these days, and I was also awaiting my ward leave that was coming really soon, after which I did a bit of reading. I'm reading this book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and I journaled a bit before sleeping. And the next day was the day that I had to leave for Ladakh, so I quickly packed up my room, the shelf and everything, and yeah, let's go. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, take care.